Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a topic video on top 5 characters I would like to see on The Flash. Now, I know I have another topic video that someone else recommended a little bit before, which is top 10 favorite songs of all time. I'll be doing that next week just because it's a lot to think about, and I didn't really have time to prepare for that one yet, so hopefully I can do that one next week. It's on the list, I promise, I didn't forget it. So, let's talk about top 5 characters I would like to see on The Flash. Last week I did Arrow, so this week I'm doing Flash, and the person who recommended this was GreenArrowHunter, and the link for his channel will be in the description below. And don't forget to recommend some topic videos in the comments below. If I answer them, that means a couple of weeks it'll either be on Comic Uno or Comic Frontline, because I double dose my topic videos. Usually for Comic Frontline I have them every Sunday, and for Comic Uno I have them every Friday with my comic book reviews. But let's get started talking about this topic, top 5 characters I would like to see on The Flash. So we're going to 5, 2, 1. So let's talk about number 5. Number 5 for me is Gorilla Grodd. I think he's an epic villain, and probably one of the only villains that hasn't been announced for Flash already. A lot of the rogues have been announced. Professor Zoom's been announced. So Gorilla Grodd I thought was the next step. And he's already been referenced in the pilot, really. So I want to see the effects for Gorilla Grodd, how they end up doing that. But I think he would be a really interesting villain to see on the show, which I think we will see on the show. This is a character I would like to see, and I have a feeling we will see. And it'll be very interesting to see how the CW does that. Alright, number 4 is Johnny Quick. Johnny Quick is a Flash-type hero. He's not the Flash, but he was part of the JSA, and he was married to Liberty Bell, and is the father of Jesse Quick, who is also Liberty Bell, which is interesting. But yeah, so, and also Jesse Quick, that was her name, her superhero name also, but her real name is Jesse Chambers. But yeah, he's the father, and he also has the Speed Force, but in a different way. He uses equation to get into the Speed Force and own his speed. So I think he'd be an interesting character, especially since we already have a lot of the science-y stuff in the show. I would like to see how they add him in, and I think it would be possible to, like I said, because there's so much science stuff already. So number 3 is Jay Garrick, the original Flash. I would like to see an older Jay Garrick. I wouldn't want to see like Jay Garrick from Earth 2, the comic book series, but I would like to see older Jay Garrick giving some words of wisdom. Does it make sense in the Arrow universe? I don't know, but I hope they make it make sense, because I don't really want to see a younger Jay Garrick. I like him in Earth 2, don't get me wrong, but Flash series and Arrow, they go more towards the pre-New 2, so I would like to see. I actually thought that the original Flash from the 90s, who plays Barry Allen's father, would have been a perfect Jay Garrick, but we'll see. I think we'll see him. It might be a little impossible, but let's try for them to work it out. We'll see. Or maybe he gets powers later. Maybe he doesn't have to be the first Flash. Maybe he just could be an old guy with Flash powers. Who knows? But I hope we get to see him in some way. Number 2, Jesse Quick. I mentioned her father, but I think she'd be a really cool character, giving some girl power into the show, which I think is much needed. There's not a lot of opportunities for girl power in the Flash show as of this moment, besides Caitlin Snow, who's going to probably end up being a villain, but who knows what direction they're going to go with the Flash. But yeah, we'd like to see some girl power. Let's see Jesse Quick. I think she'd be an interesting dynamic. Maybe bring in Liberty Bell, maybe bring in Johnny Quick. But again, with the scientific stuff, she uses the equation also for her speed. So it'd be a different thing besides the Speed Force, which they haven't really gotten into. They haven't gotten into the scientificness of the Speed Force, which I think hopefully they do this season. But that will be really interesting, showing that there's different ways to run really fast and own into their Speed Force. So who is number 1? Wally West, of course. Does it make sense? I really hope. Will Barry know Wally because it's Iris's nephew, and Iris doesn't have a brother or sister? I don't know if it makes sense, but I really want to see Wally in some way. Maybe have a long-lost brother or something. I don't know how it would work, but maybe a brother we just haven't seen. It doesn't mean that they don't have siblings. It just hasn't been mentioned. So hopefully maybe he's in, the army or something, and that's why we haven't seen them. Who knows? But I want to see Wally. Let's see Wally meet a long-distance brother or sister. That way we got the nephew of Wally West. He's definitely number one. I need to see Kid Flash, which I hope we do see, and I'm a little surprised that we haven't seen Wally already to have that reference of Kid Flash, but we'll see. You know, it's just season 1. That's why it's kind of hard to do this list. It's easier to do Arrow because they're up to season 3, kind of know the formula of the show, but Flash is just a very new show. But these are the characters I want to see now. Maybe I'll do an updated version like 2 or 3 years from now. But hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Please tell me in the comments below who you would like to see on the Flash, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and their own situations. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links for my comic book, like Father Like Daughter. Don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter, and also don't forget to back up the Kickstarter, Like Father Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.